What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, man, we're on Modern Warfare 2019, or just Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I always call it MW19 because if you say Call of Duty Modern Warfare, people assume it's COD 4 Modern Warfare, which is the original. But this is the 2019 version, basically the beginning of the reboot of the Modern Warfare series. And I'm super excited to just get into this because it's been a while since I played this game, and yeah, I didn't know this, but I was looking at some stuff because I always go back to these games before I record the video, and kind of refresh my brain, my nostalgia in my brain, and remember, like, just go through everything, all my stats, all my stuff, just to kind of see how that game was for me that year. And surprisingly, I played a lot of this game, man. I could have sworn I skipped a lot of time on this game because I played World War II majority of this game's life cycle. But that's just not true. I have over 6 days in game time, which is a lot of time. Like, that's almost 1,000 hours almost in this game. And I have items from seasons 1 through 6 on here, so I play this game at least throughout the entire life cycle. Now, I didn't play hard because I don't have any master camos in this game. I just have some gold and I think 1 category is platinum. But yeah, I played this game a lot more than I actually thought. So that's pretty interesting because I don't remember playing this game at all, and I remember just hating this game all the time. But it would appear that is not 100% correct. But without further ado, let's get right into a game of TDM. I think crossplay turned on, so this ought to be very interesting. This is going to be the first Call of Duty with crossplay options. Black Ops 4 being the game before this, and that game did not have crossplay. Every game going forward will have crossplay. Modern Warfare 2019, I also thought had a FOV filter, but it does not seem to be that way. So it does seem to be that I believe Cold War would be the first game to introduce the FOV slider, and Vanguard, and obviously every game afterwards will have it, which is kind of interesting because I kind of swore when this is a new engine, right? Modern Warfare 2019 was a new engine, so I could have sworn that they had the FOV slider in this game. But it does, again, not appear to be so. At least I didn't see a setting in the menus for it because I want to make sure my settings were good. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to be asked this game. I already know because this game, I did not enjoy playing this game naturally. Anyway, there's a lot of issues in this game I don't think people are ready for. So this game had one of the worst camo grinds in the history of camo grinds. This game had required over 30. Is he behind or in front? He's behind. This game required you to get over 100 camos per gun to acquire Damascus camo, which means, and there's about 36 default guns in the game, I believe it was. So that meant you needed around 3,600 camos in order to acquire Damascus camo. And on top of that, you needed to, if you wanted obsidian on everything, it would require around roughly 250,000 kills on multiplayer, more than I had on the entirety of World War II. And I had spent over 3 years in World War II, dropping over 600 plus nuclears in that game. So it would require nearly 3 times the amount of camos I had in that. Because I think I had like about 320. God, my aim is ass in this game. I feel like my aim is so sticky. I don't know why the aim feels so sticky in this game. But yeah, it's a lot of camos, a lot of just grinding, and I didn't even tell you the worst part. In order to even go for Damascus, you need to have every gun max rank, and every gun in this game had over 70 plus levels, making this one of the largest and longest camo grinds in the history of Call of Duty, which is just mental. Just getting a peek again. Now, this game had one of the best campaigns in modern era. I will give it credit where credit is due. You know, that's how we do around here on this channel. We always give credit where credit is due. We never shy away from admitting the benefits of every game as well as the negatives. That's what we do around here. We don't shy away from that. This is also the first Call of Duty to have its own the newest battle rail that we played today in it, with Warzone being added in this game. I am just not having a good time right now. Let's try to snipe a little bit. We haven't sniped really much in this series this year. I think last year we sniped a lot more. But yeah, this was the first game to have Call of Duty Warzone in it, which is pretty cool for those guys that care about Warzone. If you're a Warzone fanatic, this is going to be a big year for you. We're going to find a different lobby, because I'm just not rocking with this lobby right now. And the movement was very much slower. I don't really understand why people look at this game with such high regard in terms of movement. I think it has some of the worst movement we've ever had, period. Because even the older CODs, the movement was slow, but it made sense for the way the game was designed. And this game had such a fast TTK, but such a weird aiming mechanic. Let's do a 1v1 real quick. And it just was a very poor mechanics in terms of movement. But if you don't believe me on the camera grind, we can go right here and I can show you guys the camera grind right here. So obviously I have gold in this one, but so every one of these challenges had to be complete. So these are 10 each, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So you need over 100 default camos. These required enemy kills, headshots, couch kills, hip fires, long shots, you need mounted kills, attachment kills, after reloading kills, no attachment kills, and kills without dying. Then you would unlock gold. Then after encounter category, you would get platinum. And after the entire game is platinum, you get the Damascus camo. And once you have gold, I think you just need gold for this. You have to get 15 kills in a match 200 times with that weapon to get Damascus camo on it. It's absolutely mental. That's the grind. It was terrible. And that's not including that every gun in the game was basically 70 levels. For example, these ARs, not one of these ARs ends at 40s, in the 40s, which is where kind of where we're at right now in the modern CODs. Our levels are kind of go around the 40 mark, and they kind of stop. So that means, like, you had to get some insane amount of kills. I know FaZe Jev, he got sitting on every single gun, and I think by the time he had a sitting on every single gun, he was like level 1,000 with like, I think, almost 300,000 kills. So that should tell you just how bad it really was for this grind, man. It was bad, dude. It was real bad. We may beat this kid. I don't know. This kid might shadow on us, boys, to be completely honest with you. Oh, look at the hit marker. That sucks. But yeah, man, I do miss old CODs. This is, on the other hand, is one COD I do not miss. We're just gonna back out. I'm not even gonna play any more games of this game. It's so bad. It's so terrible. My aim feels sticky. The sensitivity feels sticky, the movement's sticky, everything's sticky, bro. It's like someone just came all over this game. Now, I think back in the day, I think I did play majority Warzone back in the day. I do vividly remember I have tons of gameplay on my channel back in this game's era of Warzone. I'm just gonna let those kids have the victories. You know, they've been playing this. That kid's like level like 30. He probably just bought this game. His mommy and daddy probably just bought him. It's like the 10-year-old game. So I'll let him enjoy his 1v1, get him that victory. I'm going to go play a better game. As the next game we got is Cold War and Vanguard. While I don't think they're perfect games, I definitely think I enjoyed playing those games a lot more in multiplayer-wise than this game. Cold War is mostly zombies I played on Cold War and Vanguard. I actually really enjoyed Cold War, Vanguard's multiplayer, but Vanguard, again, same like this game, had a lot of issues we'll talk about when we get over there. Basically the next 3 titles, and this one included, the next 2 after this, are going to have all the same problems. Like, they're all going to feel the same way, all going to have the same problems, because this is that era, we got that sticky era we're stuck in. But yeah, this has been Modern Warfare 2019. Let me down below if you guys played this. I'm assuming most of you guys did. I think most people that play COD nowadays played this game, because this kind of was like the restart, like the reset for COD. Modern Warfare 4 which is the same developers, are supposed to be doing the same thing again this year coming up with the reset. But it's going to be similar to a title that we're going to be playing later on, Modern Warfare 2, and I think that is going to be the best outcome, that if we can get it played more like that game in Modern Warfare 3 than this one. But yeah, this has been Modern Warfare 2019. Still, in my opinion, one of the worst titles ever to release in this franchise. There's literally no positives to this title. Everything in this title has done has been either in some form is a fallback onto the worst decisions possible. The camel grind's terrible. There's no prestiges. The movement's terrible. The maps are pretty mid. Some maps are better than others. I feel like if maps in this game were on, say, Modern Warfare 3 or something, it'd be much different. But these maps were pretty mid for this game. But that's just my opinion on the matter. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be Cold War.